Give me 1 minute, sir.
It's okay, no
I'm Alan. I just really want to
Sorry.
Sure.
He is Raghupathi, the president of our Minka
but then I use slang told my wife when last night. Should I go back? They mind me today. Don't your I'm so happy that you are in
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time to commence our seminar for the day. In fact, Mr. Ambrish Dashgupta, our President Designate, has just been captured by the media, and I guess by the time I finish, he'll be through also. Once again, a very good morning. Before we commence, may I request you to please keep your mobiles on the silent mode. A very warm welcome to you all to today's unique offering from the Bengal Chamber for our very own Kolkata. In many ways, Kolkata is a knowledge destination in the country, with some of the nation's leading learning institutions being located here. Our initiative today is all about harnessing that knowledge. May I therefore now request the speakers of the curtain raiser to grace the dais, please. Dr. Alok Roy, President, the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Mr. Chandrasekhar Kakal, Chief Operating Officer and Member of Board, L&T Infotech. Mr. Sudipto Kesen, Regional Director, Southeast Asia, Vice Chairman and Board Member, India, SAS Institute, India Private Limited. Mr. Aparup Sengupta, Executive Chairman and Board Member, the Minax Group. Mr. P. Roy, Director General, the Bengal Chamber. And of course, Mr. Ambarish Dasgupta. Ladies and gentlemen, a small announcement. Dr. Amit Mitra, Honorable Minister in Charge, Information Technology and Electronics, Finance and Excise, Commerce and Industries, Industrial Reconstruction, Government of West Bengal, will join us shortly. In fact, he is about to probably be here around 11ish. In the meantime, we are proceeding with the program because we have got a very heavy schedule ahead of us. When Dr. Mitra walks in, we'll probably interrupt the proceedings just for a few moments for him to get seated and then continue with the program. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ambarish Dasgupta, who is the inspiration behind the concept and for today's path-breaking seminar, will be taking forward the curtain raiser session. However, may we take a moment to introduce our speakers on the dais. From left to right, Mr. P. Roy, Director General, the Bengal Chamber. A graduate in metallurgical engineering from IIT Kanpur, Mr. Roy is a postgraduate diploma in business management from XLRI Jamshedpur. Mr. Roy worked in Tata Steel for 34 years, rising to executive in charge, ferroalloys and minerals, a profit center head of Tata Steel's second largest profit center after steel. Thereafter, he joined as Joint Managing Director of Jessup & Company, a heritage heavy engineering company in Kolkata. Before joining the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry from 1st December 2009, initially as Secretary General and being currently designated as Director General, Mr. Roy was Executive Director Minerals, Jindal Stainless Limited, Delhi. He has also held the positions of Chairman of Jindal Stainless Medinçelik in Turkey, Director of JAB Resources Australia and Director of MJSJ Coal Limited. He has also held the positions of President, Calcutta Management Association, Chairman Eastern Region of All India Management Association, Chairman Indian Ferroalloy Producers Association, amongst many other such engagements. He is currently a director with the Indian Iron and Steel Sector Skill Council, which is a company incorporated under the National Skill Development Corporation's NSDC scheme for national skill development and which has been set up by the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry in association with INSDAC. Seated beside Mr. Roy is Mr. Chandrasekhar Kakal, Chief Operating Officer and Member of Board, L&T Infotech. Mr. Kakal is a global business leader with more than 30 years of experience in IT industry. He brings with him strong leadership competencies of running large and complex delivery organizations. He joined L&T Infotech as Chief Operating Officer. In his current leadership role at L&T Infotech, he is responsible for global delivery and operations, including technology and digital solutions, consulting and thought partnership. Prior to joining L&T Infotech, he was a member of the Executive Council and Senior Vice President and Head, Global Delivery of Infosys Limited. In his previous roles, Mr. Kakal was associated with Ramco Systems, Wipro, Ashok Leyland and L&T. He holds an MBA in International Business from the Asian Institute of Technology, School of Management, Bangkok, and Bachelor of Engineering from Bangalore University. He also holds a postgraduate diploma in Marketing and Sales Management from Indian Institute of Materials Management. In 2010, Mr. Kakal was recognized by Consulting Magazine as one of the top 25 consultants in the world for excellence in technology consulting. Seated beside Mr. Kakal is Mr. Aparup Sengupta, Executive Chairman and Board Member, the Minax Group. Mr. Sengupta is a serial entrepreneur with over 25 years of experience in the technology consulting and outsourcing domain. Aparup started his career at CMC Limited, where he focused on defense and manufacturing. Thereafter, he joined Microland, the company that pioneered networking and internetworking in India and led several initiatives in business process reengineering. In 1997, he started the Asia Pacific operations of Iron Idea, and in early 2000, he founded 24/7customer.com, India's leading CRM service delivery organization, and migrated several Fortune 500 programs into India. In August 2001, he founded Think Harbor, a global consulting company focused on the BPO enabling space, and worked with several multinational corporations in US, UK, and India in business re-engineering. He came back to India to spearhead the BPO and technology initiative for SR Group as the MD and global CEO of Aegis Limited. Under his guidance, Aegis completed 18 successful acquisitions in a short span of 6 years. And from less than $60 million revenues and 6 people, he helped transform Aegis into a $1 billion company with over 55,000 employees across 85 nationalities, with 56 delivery locations in less than 7 years. He led the footprint of Aegis in over 13 countries spanning North Africa, Europe, Latin America, Africa, Middle East, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Oprup thereafter founded Onunto, a big data analytics service company, and led the combination of this firm with Minax. Oprup also joined hands with stellar investment professionals to start Capital Square Partners, an investment holding company based out of Singapore that participated in leading the Minax buyout along with CX Partners as the lead investor. Oprup is a partner at this company, and for his achievements, Global M&A acknowledged him with the Corporate Dealmaker of the Year award in Asia. Likewise, Economic Times honored him as the CEO of the Year at the BPO Industry Awards 2010. He has also been featured in IAOP's Powerhouse 25 Top Leaders in the Worldwide Outsourcing Landscape 2011. The US Mission in India awarded Oprup as a technology innovator in the ICT space for his significant contribution in enhancing American workforce at the time of the financial meltdown of 2007-8. He is a graduate in electrical engineering and was conferred with the Distinguished Alumnus Award by the Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, which is India's oldest engineering university. He completed several postgraduate management leadership programs at Xavier Labour Relations Institute, Indian Institute of Management, and Portsmouth University, UK. We are awaiting the arrival of Mr. Kollol Dotto, our immediate past president, and he will be joining us shortly. Next, we have Dr. Alok Roy, President, the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Dr. Roy is Chairman and Managing Director of the Medica Group of Hospitals. He specialized in nuclear cardiology from AIIMS, and over the last 20 years he has evolved into a reputed hospital management specialist. In fact, in 2011 he was voted as one of the most 20 influential healthcare professionals of India by Indian Express Healthcare magazine. He has established numerous healthcare facilities across the country, and his Yashavani health insurance scheme has been studied by Harvard for its ingenuity and scale of implementation. It is now the gold standard against which other large-scale insurance-linked national healthcare initiatives are measured. Under his leadership, Medica Synergy Group of Hospitals has transformed into a giant in the medical space in the country, and they are running more than 10 hospitals in the country as of now. In fact, Medica Super Specialty Hospital has been judged as the best designed hospital of 2011. It runs the largest center for dialysis in India with over 5,000 dialysis a month, and it was adjudged by Frost & Sullivan as the best dialysis service providing hospital of the country in 2013. There are numerous hospitals, as I said before, in the eastern states which are run by the Medica Group. Next we have Mr. Ambarish Dasgupta, President Designate, the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Partner in Head Management Consulting, as well as Eastern Regional Leader of KPMG. Mr. Dasgupta is a member of Advisory Leadership Team and Global Management Consulting Leadership Team. He was a partner and has been the national leader of the consulting practice of PwC India. He was also a member of the India Leadership Team and also Advisory Leadership Team PwC India. He has been the Regional Managing Partner of East in PwC in addition to above. He was a past member of the board of PwC India and also a past board member of PwC DA, a subsidiary of PwC India in UK. He was also on the board of PricewaterhouseCoopers Kolkata Solution Delivery Center, a joint venture between PwC India, US, UK, Australia and Canada. At the extreme right is Mr. Sudipto Kesen, Regional Director Southeast Asia, Vice Chairman and Board Member India, SAS Institute India Private Limited. SAS Institute India is the Indian subsidiary of SAS Institute Inc., a leader in business analytics and business intelligence software solutions. Mr. Sen is responsible for setting the company's strategic direction and leading its growth as a leading provider of business analytics solutions in the country. Mr. Sen joined SAS in October 2004 and since then has established SAS as a market leader in business analytics and enterprise intelligence market in the country. Under his leadership, SAS India registered constant double-digit growth. Mr. Sen graduated in science and holds a master's degree in business administration. He has had an illustrious career in the IT industry spanning more than 25 years and has held senior executive positions in companies like Tata, IBM, Fujitsu, ICIM and Comsat Max Limited, a joint venture of Lockheed Martin and Max India. He has been a panelist and speaker at several Indian and international forums and is acknowledged as a thought leader in the Indian as well as the world IT and Infocom space. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to please put your hands together and welcome the speakers on the dais. May I now request Dr. Alok Roy, President of the Bengal Chamber, to please deliver the address of welcome, following which we would request Mr. Ambarish Dasgupta to take over the proceedings. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Shobhit. As a doctor, I have seen a lot of children being born. A lot of other things I have seen being born, but when Ambarish explained to me that about this concept of city, I think a city is about to be born. So I think it's a very, very august opportunity. It's a very nice gathering where we all are thinking of how to create a city, and there's a need. I think Bengal fulfills all that need. Of course, the Honorable Minister will join us any moment. Kalol also is on his way, he'll join us any moment. So my colleagues, dignitaries on dais and friends. The Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry is proud to present today's program. I just said we are about to come. Can you walk in? I said 11 o'clock. We're just introducing the guests and speakers. Yes, sir. So I just said that we have seen as a doctor a lot of children being born. Probably this is the first time we are thinking of how to produce a city in Bengal based on a theme. I think it's a very, very, and your presence adds a lot of value to it. So Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry is proud to present today's program, Business Analytics Innovation Summit at Bengal. The idea germinated during our last Business IT Conclave held in July. The Chamber envisioned positioning Kolkata as a niche city, specializing in IT applications rather than only a traditional IT hub. A niche city would mean promoting a select skill set, just as Silicon Valley in the USA is known to be the home of technology companies and startups. West Bengal may take advantage of the most happening of businesses all around the globe. Analytics. Kolkata can ideally leverage its advantage of being home to intellectual manpower, which is its unique attribute backed by premier higher education institutions like IIT, ISI, IIEST, JU, IIM and others. A few days back, I came across in the newspaper that there are more than 200 analytics companies in India, and most of them are servicing clients in the developed market such as the US and Europe, with very few Indian clients. This brings the thought, is India an attractive market? Analytics, which is defined as information that helps business succeed, has increasingly come to the fore with the use of technology from devices such as PCs and mobiles. Analytics should be disruptive to the business and not merely information finders. With increasing numbers of users globally and India embracing social media websites such as Facebook and Twitter, brands are increasingly adopting these technologies to its prospective customers. With data explosion happening, chief marketing officers expect more complexity in targeting their customers, and with analytics, they should look at predicting the future consumer behavior. Today's summit has brought together some of the best minds in analytics to discuss the innovations and opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, going beyond discussing reigning trends in IT, we are also launching the concept of a city we have envisioned, Ideapolis. The later part of the program will bring to you a knowledge city which may be developed an analytics hub. And with the way our present government is aggressively pushing good and innovative ideas, I'm sure this will become reality very soon. With these words, I welcome you all to today's deliberation. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, Honorable Minister. Good morning, the respectable dignitaries on the stage, the speakers who have come from all parts of the country and few from outside India also, the audience, and all my friends from press. I'm glad to hear from Shubhadeep and Dr. Roy that this is something which I dreamt. But I must also admit there are two things that I do good in my life. I sleep well and I dream well. And I do not do anything beyond a dreaming. Now, I have nothing to do or no knowledge on the subject of analytics really to make any knowledgeable discourse here. But I have been subjected to one such seminar once in Australia. And I think maybe on that night only I dreamt of this. So I'll just give you the story. So it was a full day when there were difficult subjects being discussed around mathematical applications in analytics, software, various kinds of tools and techniques and algorithms which I didn't understand anything about. Only at the last part in the evening, they only depicted some funnier incidents arising out of analytics. They mentioned that one of the lady out there in Australia, finding out that her husband over a period of 1 month or two, a little distracted, a little indifferent to her, and took help of a site to find out that what is her husband doing. And he came up with a shock. That site responded saying that on such and such date the divorce case will be filed, and on such and such date your husband will be marrying the colleague, her name is this. So it was such a shocking thing for the wife, and then it was found out that because of the multiple restaurants or the food joints or wherever this husband of her has been going along with his colleague, all those data and information being captured because of the marriage registration office and the other things that they have been frequently visiting, with all those inputs being captured, the correlations and all these things, they came into this kind of a prediction which they served to the wife. And then they mentioned likewise two other incidents. And on that night when I slept, I think since these are the 2-3 things which captured my mind, not the serious part of it, I thought that why don't we also make our city, not that our city is best for doing such things, our city the city of analytics. Now, having said that, with the lighter part of kept aside, when I actually thought of doing Calcutta, defining Calcutta as a city of analytics or a city of emerging technologies and analytics, I did reach out to a couple of my friends who can think intellectually and have been known in this space. I reached out to Dr. Prithish Mukherjee of Praxis, to my friend Charanpreet Singh of Praxis, to my colleague, previous colleague, Kasturi Bhattacharjee. We discussed and I found out from them that whether this dream, whether this idea has any merit or any meat to be proceeded on. We also made some study, and that is where KPMG came in. They made some study on 10 branded cities of the world. like Detroit to be branded as a city of auto, Krakow to be branded as a city of BPO, Cannes to be branded as a city of film, Hanover to be branded as a city of IT or electronic goods, Silicon Valley to be branded as a city of software or whatever. Likewise, we did study few such cities and therefore felt that regardless of the city size, complexity, the other factors, a city can still be branded for one offering of theirs, and we felt that City of Analytics could be one such that we would really be keen on. We would not really be now in a position to get into defining ourselves as a city of IT or BPO, because those possibly we either have missed the opportunity or those are to a large extent now going into a kind of stagnation also. And Calcutta producing so much of brilliance, mathematicians, scientists, statisticians, software developers, analysts, so many of these, and some of them being in Calcutta, some of them being outside Calcutta, outside India. We felt that this place being so much branded as a place of intellectuals, we would now be focusing on not to go back and maintaining legacy applications and generating employment for 100,000, 200,000 programmers just for maintaining things, which maybe the other cities are quite proficient in or famous for. We would now be only focusing for the next 10 years on city of emerging technologies and city of analytics. So we wanted to give it a name. We discussed about a name, though we are now calling it Ideopolis. We also thought of Datapolis. We do not know how to Christian this city, Datapolis or Ideopolis, but we thought that that would be a good thing to take it forward. Of course, not going into the details of how analytics is now in the today's world playing a role. Our main desire at that time with my friends who also subscribed to this thought was to make a research on what is the future of analytics, what are the components of analytics, why is analytics important today, important to a citizen, important to a retailer, important to a government, important to the financial services, what are the ecosystems in which an analytics kind of a practice survives, what do they need? They need mathematicians, they need scientists, they need software people, they need access to the money market, they need access to people like Google, Amazon, these kind of people, they need access to Harvard, LSE, economics college. What do they need? We therefore reached out to Prithish and Charanpreet, and many of you would be knowing, and if you are not knowing, and people from outside Calcutta who may not be knowing, that our city can boast of having a college which is just dedicated to analytics. It is the college that Dr. Prithish Mukherjee and Charanpreet run Praxis. And we reached out to them, and they said they dedicated a group of team of students who researched elaborately on few such cities, were marked for some of their product, then the entire analytics value chain. What is there in that analytics, and produced a very strong thought paper on the